Alright, let's look at question 22 now. The price of a luggage during a sale was decreased by 25% to $525. What was the price of the luggage before the sale? Okay, so we know that during a sale, the price of the luggage was decreased by 25% and it became $525. We want to find the price of the luggage before the sale. Okay, it was decreased by 25%. That means from 100%, it went down by 25%. 100 take away 25 is actually 75%. So when the luggage was at 75% off, it cost $525. Okay, I want to find the original price. I want to find the price of the luggage before the sale, which is actually 100%. So getting this, I will get 525 divide by 75 times 100. Okay, now if you use your calculator quickly and you get this, you should be able to get $700. Okay, answer is $700. Okay, moving on to question 23. Find the value of 8 over 9 divided by 32. Express your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. So value of 8 over 9 divided by 32. Okay, it's actually the same as 8 over 9 times 1 over 32. Very quickly, if you work this out, you can get this as 8. I divide this by 8, I get 1. I divide 32 by 8, I get 4. So 1 times 1 is 1. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay, or alternatively, you can take 8 over 9 times 1 over 32. How do you get that? You can take 8 times 1 is 8, and then 32 times 9, 32 times 9. 32 times 9, this is 18, 27, 28, 288, 288. And then you realize that actually after you divide, you reduce to the simplest form, is actually 1 over 36. 1 over 36. Okay, let's move on. Question 24. Claire's goal is to walk 9 kilometers on her treadmill. She walks 4 over 7 kilometers each day. How many days does she need to reach her goal? So we know that she wants to reach 9 kilometers on her treadmill. She will walk 4 over 7 kilometers each day. How many days will she take to reach her goal? So we know that one day she will walk 4 over 7 kilometers. I want to find 9 kilometers. So how many days will she take to reach 9 kilometers? Okay, if we do that, it's actually, you can see from here, is actually 9 divided by 4 over 7, which is the same as 9 times 7 over 4. Okay, what is 9 times 7? It is 63 over 4. Okay, so reduce the simplest form, or you can work out the long division. 63 divided by 4. Okay, this is 1. 1 times 4 will give me 4. 6 minus 4 will give me 2. And then I carry this down. 23. 23 divided by 4 is 5. This is 20. And then I'm left with 3. So I will have 15. 3 over 4. Now, this 3 over 4, do we ignore it? No, because she still needs to walk this 3 over 4. So I can round it up to 16. So she will need 16 days to reach her goal. Okay, let's move on to question 25. The background below shows the amount of money collected from the sales at the thrift shop from January to July. In which month was the amount of money collected 3 times that of the amount of money collected in March? So I want to find the amount of money collected in March, and it was 3 times that of the amount. So in March, where is March? So here, if you look at it carefully, now use a ruler, don't use freehand like me here. You should be able to see it's at this point, which is actually 2.5. Okay, now if March is 2.5, I want to find something that is 3 times of that. So 2.5 times 3, if you work it out, you should be able to get 7.5. Let's look at this one. Which one has about 7.5? So this is 7. So it cannot be April. The next one will be this one. Okay, if you use your ruler, please do not use freehand. You should be able to reach 7.5, which is July. So your answer is July. Please check that you write your answer as July and not 7.5. Okay, let's look at question 26 now. Question 26. The total length of the edges of the cube shown below is 96 centimeters. Find the volume of the cube. So we know that the total length of all the edges is 96 centimeters. I want to find the volume. Now, how many sides, how many edges does a cube have? Okay, if you don't know let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Don't forget those that are hidden, okay? 9, then we have one more here, 10, 11, 12. A cube has 12 sides, 12 edges. 12. So if I know that the total is 96, 96 divided by 12, use your calculator, you should be able to get 8. I want to find the volume of the cube. How do you get volume? The length times the base times the height. So it's 8 times 8 times 8, and you should be able to get 512. 512 cubic centimeters. Let's move on to question 27. Now, it's not possible for me to use a ruler on the screen to show you. Okay, but I can still show you the steps, but please make sure that your lines are straight. Okay, question 27. The dotted line shows the line of symmetry. Complete the symmetric figure. So let's look at this. So we have a point that is here. So there's a point here. Oops, sorry. There is a point here. And we know that from here, we know that there is this across this line here. So that means across here, mirror image. There is going to be another point here. Another point here. So I'm going to draw from here to here. Please use a ruler. Like I said, I do not have a ruler here. So you need to connect. I'm going to show you just the steps. Okay, so from here to here is actually across one square, right? So then this is from here. I need to draw to connect these two. Use a ruler. So the next point is this one. So you see this is actually diagonal across two squares. So again, two squares diagonal. Two squares. So next one is here. So from here, straight line, like I said, straight line. Okay. And then the next point of this, I just did this, right? So the next point is here. As you can see from here, it's actually one square diagonal. One square diagonal, which is this one. Okay, so I need to join from this to this. Okay, it's not straight. This to this. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Okay, I don't like this. I can't do this with a ruler. Okay, so where was I? Okay, this one. So from here. That means you're just going to, this point is actually diagonal one square or diagonal one square here, right? Join. Okay, this is as straight as I can be. Okay, next point is this one. Okay, how is this? It's actually two diagonal across two squares. So diagonal across two squares, which is here. So join here to here. Let's make it straight. Okay, and then the next one is actually this one, which is actually one square, diagonal, one square, one diagonal, one square. So this one. So I'm going to join from here to here. Okay, this is as straight as I can be. Okay, and the last point is this one, so just connect. Connect the dots. Okay, so it's going to be this, 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 and this. Please make it straight, like I said. Okay, let's move on to question 28. Mr. Ishmael is 3 times as old as his son. He is 24 years older than his son. Okay, I think there's a typo there. I think there should be an if there. Okay, if he is 24 years older than his son, How many years ago was Mr. Ishmael 4 times as old as his son? Okay, so I know that Mr. Ishmael is 3 times as old as his son. Now, this is now. So I know that now Mr. Ishmael, okay, is 3 times as old as his son. The son. Alright, and I know that, okay, if he is 24 years older than his son, so that means from here to here is actually 24, right? So if 2 units is 24, this 1 unit is 24 divided by 2, which is 12, which happens to be the son's age, correct? Because the son is 1 unit, right? And the daddy's, and Mr. Ishmael's age is actually 3 units. Okay, so Mr. Ishmael is 3 units, so 12 times 3 is actually equals to 36. So this is Mr. Ishmael. Now, okay, so we want to find how many years ago. Okay, how many years ago was he 4 times as old as his son? Oops, sorry. So how many years ago was he 4 times as old as his son? So that means he has to be 4 units. Right? And then his son is 1 unit. So we're following? Okay, alright. Now, does the difference here change? No. No matter how many years has passed, he will always be 24 years older. That will never change. Okay, so for this one, for this case now, is 3 units is 24. That means 1 unit is 24 divided by 3, which is actually equals to 8. Which means the son was 8 then. How many years ago? Okay. Okay, if the son was how many years ago was the okay? Let me repeat this. The son is 12 now. How many years ago was he 8? How many years ago is 12? Take away 8 equals to 4. So it actually happens 4 years ago that Mr. Ishmael is 4 times as old as his son. If you want to check, we can check from Mr. Ishmael's age. So how many years ago he was 4 units? So it's 8 times 4 equals to 32. This is Mr. Ishmael. So from 36 years ago, 36 years old now, how many years ago was he 32 years old? So 36 minus 32, it is also 4. Okay, let's move on. At the drawing competition, 160 of the participants were girls. Given that 1/3 of the participants were boys, how many participants were at the drawing competition? So we know that 160 of the participants were girls, and 1/3 of the participants were boys. So how many participants were there altogether? So 1/3. So 1/3, that means there are 3 parts. 1/3 are the boys. Correct? Because 1/3 of the participants were boys, right? Done. 1/3 is done. So what's the rest of these 2 units? These are the girls. And do we know how many girls there are? Yes, 160. So this is 160. So we know that 2 units is 160. 1 unit is 160 divided by 2 equals to 80. So if 1 unit is 80, I want to find how many participants. How many units are there altogether? 3. 3 units. So 80 times 3 equals to 240. Simple. 240. Alright, let's move on to question 30.